Hello everybody, my name is Komon and welcome to another Genius Invocation TCG video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Sethos. Now what Sethos does is he has a very expensive burst for energy and he cannot get energy through his normal attacks and they actually consume his energy, so it's very counterproductive, but his skill can give him energy once through using it and then once again through doing an electro-related reaction. And because it's cheap and it swaps him out, we can use him in tandem with Xianyun, who when you swap into her, she can do one animal through Drift Cloud Wave, which is an effect she gets through her skill. So this is a deck that aims to use that exact synergy to its fullest. Maybe not get burst every single time, but at least get enough energy to do some damage with the normal attack. In a lot of cases you won't need to get to the burst, but either way, this is pretty much the strongest synergy between with Sethos right now. This is what everybody's playing. I have opted for a rainbow version with Gilded Dreams, Demeas obviously, with Chef Mao and the new food, since I'm going to be swapping around a bunch. Obviously it gives a discount that is not during the round, it is just permanently there. Draw some cards, which can be used in tandem with Underwater Treasure Hunt, as well as in every House of Stove can draw us a bunch of cards. We have Veteran's Visage that, alongside Xianyun's healing or Mushroom Pizza's healing, can give us a decent amount of dice, a decent amount of draw. So yeah, it's a deck that just has a bunch of draw, a bunch of ways to gain extra dice, and a bunch of ways to swap around and do a bunch of reactions. Hopefully get to Sethos Burst, but in the games that we can't, we can still get a decent amount of damage out of his passive. That should be it. That should be about it for the breakdown. So let's get into the games. First game, going first, up against Sethos deck, so going first does matter, because they're gonna try to do reactions, just like us. Do I keep Sing Your Heart Out with just one Mao? I don't think so. I think I want a different food. I think I want to have 2 Maos before I start playing Sing Your Heart Out.
This is destiny.
Interesting. Not starting on Sethos. Yeah, this is the play. But yeah, just today, Random Matchmaking and Arena of Champions have both been full of Sethos, so
Shadows of fate.
yeah. This whole video is probably going to be Sethos after Sethos. It's just going to be a bunch of Sethos mirrors, which doesn't really show the true strength of the deck, because as you can see, they're not even playing Sethos. They're not even playing for Sethos in their Sethos deck, and I'm not playing for Sethos in my Sethos deck. So like, what are we even doing here? Like, this is probably more of a Mualani and a Wanderer deck than a Sethos deck. Mine is more of a Xianyun deck than a Sethos deck. Every single other Sethos deck that I've seen is like more of a Xianyun deck. I've seen a one that's more of an Ajdaha deck, and like Sethos just does nothing. Well, at least when you're using for his skill or his burst, he does nothing. His passive is really interesting. I can definitely see his passive doing some work, but like, what are we doing here? Are we really just applying Electro? No damage, no nothing? Like, this seems crazy to me. Like, are we really playing a character for just Electro application and a swap? Nothing else? Like, it doesn't even deal damage, so if you react with him, Like, if he's the one doing the reaction and not applying the first element, if he's the one applying the second element in the reaction, you don't get the reaction. Like, here, if I swap to him, I wouldn't get the electro charge. Like, I would get the electro charge reaction, but I wouldn't get the effect. It wouldn't deal the damage. So what's the point of him? Like, I get why people play him. It is fun to get the 4 energy and to do the big burst, but like, I never see it do anything. Like, by the time you can get his burst, you can do so many other things. Oh, there's a lag spike. I don't know what's causing it, but there's a lag spike. But yeah, like, by the time I get his burst this game, I could already win with like a Cookie version of this deck. She kinda does the same thing. It's just that, like, she does other things. Like, here's the thing. When you use his burst, it's 3 dice for 3 damage, which is just like a skill. And then you start dealing 2 for 4. So that's pretty good. Or you start dealing 4 for 2. You spend 2 to deal 4. Which is decent. And like, as you can see here, I can do, with a quick swap, I can do this, which is a lot of damage. So that's fine. But like, if you had Cookie with a Hydro character, you could also do this. You could also set this up. And Cookie, at this point, if she gets 2 energy for a similar amount of dice as him, can deal a similar amount of damage, like not the same amount, but like still. Like, I just don't see the vision with Sethos. Everybody's running like the exact same thing, and I've yet to see it really do that much. I don't know. It's not that he's bad, it's just that, like, why is he the character everybody is playing? When I see a new character video, it's not Xianyun, it's always Sethos. Every single time it's Sethos. If I see somebody playing a new character in random matchmaking, it's always Sethos. And he's just doing nothing. Like, all he did this game is apply Electro once. Like, Cookie can do that. I just don't see the vision with him. Like, I guess here I can draw talent and burst with him, but guess what? I didn't, so I can't. I'm not gonna go into him, use his skill, and then swap back into him. Like, no. Please draw me the second Chef Mao. Thank you. Actually, I think that was guaranteed. I'm gonna play this on him, and then hopefully draw his talent here. Cool, I did not. Wonderful. I guess I have enough free swaps to where I could swap to him, do a skill, then swap back into him, and then do his burst. Which is annoying, but I guess I can do it. Also, I'm surprised nobody's playing Nilu after the buffs, because it's Nilu. Like, I swear everybody plays Nilu when she's bad, but not. Okay, that's just annoying. Like, you didn't really stop me from doing anything. You're just being annoying. Like, now here I can skill, swap to Xianyun, and I can get the energy again by just swirling. What are you gonna swap off of Molani? I think the answer is no. Yeah, the answer is probably no. Never mind. I guess I have no idea what I'm talking about. Huh. So one way I don't overdraw cards is just doing this. And then I swap to Mona. Oh, it's free. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Yeah. I really don't want to overdraw. Have I drawn all my artifacts? Veterans, Gamblers, Gilded. Okay, so I still have one veteran, so this wouldn't dump me a card. This would. And this is still enough for Liben. But I guess he would replace himself here. Liben is still gonna overdraw me by 2, but I don't care. Don't care. It really doesn't matter. Okay, these are the cards I want. So this turn I should have Gilded. I should be able to shuffle Treasure Hunt. I have Gilded. I have the talent for the last point of energy. I have Draw to get to draw the treasures. Cool. I guess I can win the game.
The wind rises.
So he's gonna attack Sethos here. You know what? The better place to just literally go on Sethos. And just let them kill Xianyun so I can use I haven't lost yet.
Cool. You're the boss.
I do this, hopefully for a discount. Yep. I do this. I use his burst. And now they don't have enough to get to like their burst to kill my Sethos, so they're just gonna, like, if they kill my Xianyun here, I get a benefit. I get energy that's gonna deal extra damage to his normal attack. Like, it's good, it's decent. When you do get to his burst, it can be scary, but it's like it's not like my opponent did much in this game to threaten me, so yeah. Like, every single Xianyun deck I've seen is like, what if we did something really interesting? What if we got a bunch of cards and we did something really interesting with them? Every single Sethos deck I've seen is like, what if Sethos Xianyun, but there's also another character? Or what if Sethos, but I don't actually use him? It's so bad, dude. It's like, no, this character is not real. Every single time I see somebody being hype about playing Sethos, they don't swap to him for most of the game. Like, I was trying my best to like make a deck that uses him well, and like this one does. He's still good with Xianyun, but like, you saw how long it took to get to his burst. It's a disaster.
No one fights alone.
Okay, game 2, I'm up against not a Sethos deck for once today. I can stop being hateful. Well, it's not like Sethos is It's not like I hate
It
Sethos,
is
but
as
it's
the
like
stars
running
foretold.
into him every single game and watching him do absolutely nothing is so annoying. The game is so much less interesting when everybody is playing Sethos and just not using him. So it is nice to see a deck that might actually
Let me
play the
start.
game. Also, one thing I just realized is if you're running a bunch of these cards like Gilded, Temea, Saliban, Mona, you might as well just run Sayu. Like, I don't know why I'm pretending with Sethos, just run Sayu. Like, once again, I think he's a really, he has a really interesting passive. Like that, Albedo plunge deck that I showcased in my first ever video, where I mentioned that there's not that many characters who have passives that directly benefit from their normal attacks, right? Like you need to set up something first, like, oh, High Thumb needs a skill, Ayato needs a skill, you know, like, there's not that many characters that just can do something on their normal attacks right away. Sethos is one of them. He can just use his... He can just deal extra damage for just having energy. And you can give him energy in multiple ways. So he can absolutely be used in something like that. Something like a plunge deck. I can absolutely see him in like... as like a generic aggro piece. But like... his burst is so annoying to get to. The fact that his skill swaps him off is so annoying. Like if I could just sit on him the whole game, protect him, and just spam his skill, cool. I'm not complaining. Like even if it costs 4 or something, I'm gonna find a way. But the fact that it swaps me off is just annoying. And the fact that it does nothing, because it just applies electro, doesn't deal damage. I have no idea what they were thinking with them. Anyway, Gilded on Xianyun, the classic.
I trust you have packed ample foodstuffs.
I have packed ample foodstuffs, yes. Xianyun, yes I have. Plus 2 damage, why not? And gave me 1 extra animal, which I definitely will not complain about. But at the end of the day, this is what the people... Huh? Okay. This is what the people seem to want.
Cool. You're the boss.
Like, people are really interested in Xianyun burst Sethos stuff. And I'm just like, can we deal 4 damage with his normal attack, please? Like, we're trying too hard here. Let's be real.
It'd be right there.
I need to dump cards. Am I okay with burning 1? I am. I am okay with burning 1. Okay, yeah. Especially with treasure. Because that gives me another little bit of survivability here. Like that's all I wanted to draw here realistically. Okay, it didn't burn Mao. We're good. I can play Mao, Pizza, get the last 2 points of energy with his talents, shuffle in some treasures, draw some cards, and life is good. They're obviously gonna do like Nahi the burst and then probably like a
Yourselves at home.
Lenny skill. But I should have enough survivability through these varying sources. Let's see. Okay, yeah. I got a treasure. Now I can burst.
Move or be moved.
And because all of their characters are low on health, I'm pretty much guaranteed to kill any one of them with Gamblers here. Linny's skill shouldn't kill me, right? It deals 6 damage total. It deals 3. Then 1 because of... Then 1 extra because of Nahida's seeds, then 1 extra because of... Oh! It does deal 6 total, right? No, it dealt 5 total. But I don't think the talent matters. The talent is for his summons, obviously. Because I will be affected by Pyro due to the burning. But I don't care enough. Lenny will be brought down to 1 HP, so my piercing damage is guaranteed to hit him, or they could just let him tank. I believe Yai would survive here. Yep. So yeah. The optimal play here is swap off of him. Yeah, it's just to go here.
My contraptions are calibrated. We may now depart.
Like, his burst did some work here. Not gonna lie, it was pretty good. But, yeah. I think if they put, like, a little bit more pressure on me, it would have been a lot scarier. This turn, I for sure kill no matter what though. Because I have like 2 more dice from Mao. Like, well, 1 extra because Mushroom Pizza costs 1, but yeah. Or I could just use Sing Your Heart Out, which will draw me 3 cards. Some of which are probably going to be treasures. They're going to reduce the cost of swaps, and I want to swap right now. But yeah, 2 libraries is 1 too many, I would say. Do I shuffle in the second one? No, I don't need to. I have no reason to. Honestly.
This is destiny.
Let me go to Mona real quick. Skill with her. And then Sethos should wipe them out in 1 clean hit. Because of the electro charged.
Right here. Delved into destiny.
Actually, it might be 2 hits. Now that I think about it, I think it's gonna be 2 hits.
Cool. You're the boss.
Oh no, it is gonna be 1. Or no, it is still 2. Yeah, it is still 2.
Dreadful ending.
Anyway, yeah. Settle stuff. Game number 3. Once again against not a Sethos deck. So I guess the Sethos decks have just disappeared. Now that I've started recording. Which is very fortunate for me. But, yep.
This is destiny.
I don't know what their deck is supposed to be. I guess just... Like, I know what they're trying to do. It's just like a official summon, and then you do extra crystallizes, but like... You do like crystallizes with Navia, some with like Zhongli summons, but like... I feel like Mona would be better. I don't know. My dice are terrible, so... I think I'm just gonna... I actually think I'm just gonna shuffle treasures, because with how much draw I've been having these last few games, I would rather...
I trust you have packed ample foodstuffs.
I would rather, like... I would rather have cards that I can dump really easily, so I don't start overdrawing as quickly. Also, this play was a little bit weird, but to explain it really quickly, I played out Veteran's Visage for free, which is going to give me 1 extra dice next time they hit me, which I'm assuming they will hit me before the round ends. If they don't, I'm not going to get dice before Liben procs, I think, because my side of the field will go first, theirs will go second, so the summon will not hit me first, and here I'm gonna have 2 dice fed into Liben. I was hoping that they were gonna hit me, so I would have 3, but it's fine. My goal for next round is to do Xianyun skill into Sethos, use his skill to swap back into her, and do an Electro Swirl. And yeah. Not gonna play the food. Actually, I could play the food. I very much could play the food. I want them to hit me here, and then I'll play the treasure for an extra card draw. I will play the food if I draw Chef Mao. If I draw anything else, I'm not entirely sure.
Crumble.
Okay, yep. They hit me. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so it is a crystallized deck with Naviat. Yeah. I do have the right idea, I just don't get why Fischl. I mean, maybe it's because her summon has 2 usages. Yes, that's something. Okay, so I will have... Yeah, okay, I will do this. Because I will have enough dice for Liben. Even if here I do
Cool.
a switch and then use skill. Because I just want to set up... the reason I was hesitant about playing the food is because I wasn't sure if I would... If after playing it I would have enough dice for Liben to beat him the last one. After I took that gamble last turn.
Give me some space.
Now the question is if I swap right back to Sethos. And I think the answer is yes.
It'd be right there.
Because I can do this, equip him for 2, but then gain the 1 back. And I would get an extra 1, which I can spend on Dunyarzad. Now they're gonna hit me, which is gonna draw me a card. And next turn, Liben might find me a talent so I can burst. And if not, I can just kill and then swap back into him. I have the reduced cost on the swap because the food anyway. So things are going fine when it comes to setting up his burst. But I'm not sure if his burst will honestly be enough given that they're basically at full health. And Zhongli has shields. And Zhongli is Zhongli. But we'll see. I have enough card draw here to where I should be able to get his talent. First I can play Dunyarzad, which because of the previous Dunyarzad will draw me a companion card, and then I can play out the companion card, draw another companion card, remove as many companion cards as possible from my deck before I start drawing to increase my chances of drawing a talent. Because otherwise, if I draw first and then I play Dunyarzad, I have a chance to draw one of the companions that would otherwise not be in my deck. That's why if you're trying to look for companions, you play your draw first and then your Dunyarzad. so you have the highest chance of finding them. If you're trying to look for anything that's not companions, you play your Dunya's out first and then your draw. Or same goes for food. If you're trying to find a specific food, you want to play your draw first and then Mao, or then play a food with and draw with Mao. If you don't want to find the food, you first draw with Mao and then draw with something else. I'm pretty sure they can just outright kill him, kill Sethos here because of, you know. Yep. Oh, that wasn't a straight up kill. I thought they had more bullets. Some may say they needed more bullets. As I said, Dunya's out first. Play out the Liben, get another draw. Now all of the companions from my deck are gone. I can do all of the generic draw. Actually, it's not all of the companions. I still have 2 Chef Maos, but yeah, I still did not draw it, but I'm just gonna use the quick swap here, just to guarantee the reaction. They're probably gonna end the round soon after, but yeah. Because I do not have the extra energy, I'm just gonna get the free swap in, then get a free swap back to Sethos, use the skill for the last point of energy, and then I can burst. In fact, I can do like... Do I want a Xianyun burst? Probably. Probably want to burst with Xianyun, but I'm not entirely sure. I think the amount of dice I have is a little bit too awkward, because I don't have 3 stacks on Timaeus, so if I play the second one, I won't, even if I draw Gilded, I won't have enough to discount it, because the Timaeus don't stack on top of one another. You need to have... It's not like you can spend 2 dice on one of them and 1 on the other. You have to have 3 dice specifically to discount the Gilded. Now this makes my life a lot more interesting, because I can just burst with Xianyun. Or it makes it a lot easier for me, because this treasure here is gonna draw me a card now, which could be the talent, and if it is, then yeah, life's easier. It's not. Life is still relatively easy,
You're the boss.
because I can play this and just heal him up. I could also use it for like the... I could do this. Oh, that kills? Oh yeah, because it expends all of my energy. With the +1 damage with the animal. Do I? Is it worth it? It is, it is. What am I even talking about, actually? It absolutely is worth it. So I'm gonna deal 4, and then Dynamo is gonna go on one of the other characters.
Descend once again.
Yeah, okay, so this was actually pretty good, because then I can do this.
Way ahead of you.
Swirl once again. Then get a lot of energy back, because I already have 1 talent on him, so he got 1 energy back after I did the thing. So now I can swap back and deal another 7
Be
damage,
right there.
but I don't have the dice for it. I'm gonna play Soup, hope I get the dice. I do get the dice reduction. Okay. It's only 6 this time? Yeah, because I don't have the plunging attack buff. Or I could just do his skill for free. Yeah, I should just do his skill for free. What am I even thinking about? Because then I can set this up. And I'm probably gonna draw Gilded. And yeah, it has 2 stacks now, but next round it will have 3, enough, aka enough for Gilded. And so I'll have 2 more energy, 2 more dice to work with next round. I still have the technique applied to him, So, or equipped to him. So I do still have some healing. I have some extra damage. Yeah, like game should be secured here. Okay, I'm gonna say something that might sound a little crazy after talking about how replaceable Sethos is this whole time, but Sethos is better for them than Fisho is. Sethos is absolutely the better choice here, funnily enough. Yeah, Sethos is better. Huh. Okay, I mean, like, I see Sethos as like a decent Navia support, specifically because like he has 2 to apply Electro, swap to Navia, and then if the opponent really doesn't want to get crystallized, really doesn't want to shuffle bullets,
Wait! My mechanical fast.
they have to, like, they would have to swap out. So you're basically forcing a swap by just expending 2 energy and going on the character you want to go on. So I definitely do see Sethos as decent Navia support, for sure. But yeah, now I'm at 4 energy. I have not lost yet. Heal for 2 or make him take less damage. Heal for 2. Because they're not gonna hit me 2 times. They don't have the dice for that. Or I guess they're close to having the dice for that, but yeah. I'm gonna heal for 2, then heal for more. I'm at 10 HP. There is no way they have enough bullets for that. They just discarded all of them. I mean, they could have more bullets. I mean, yeah, they also could have more dice, but most likely they're just gonna like burst skill or something, which I'm cool with. Because I can end the game here. Just tune 2 cards to get to his burst. Then the next normal attack after that will not only be buffed by the technique, but it's also going to be buffed by the fact that I can use I haven't lost yet to gain 1 energy again, or 1 energy back, get a bunch of extra damage on my normal attack, kill at least 1 character with gamblers, then replace the gamblers with gilded for 2 more dice, and then because of that, after I use the energy after I use the 1 extra energy on his passive, his talent is gonna give me 1 energy back again, which I can then use on extra damage again. So that, I guess that is an interesting turn, because I haven't lost yet with his talent and everything does allow for some interesting turns. So that's cool. But yeah. I burst here and my next normal attack just kinda kills. I don't think, once again, I don't think they have enough damage with their skill, but they could. They could have magically have a way to draw a bunch of bullets. They don't. Okay. I'm guessing they're just gonna scale. Okay, yeah, 6 damage. That's more reasonable. 2 bullets is reasonable. I do this, I get the 1 electro needed, I do 6 damage on the attack, and then the 2, and then there's an extra 2 because of the passive, right? Or is there an extra 1? There's the animal, which I forgot about. There's an extra 1, okay, because of the burst. The passive was the 2. And now I have an extra 2 dice, which should bump me up to 7. So I'm gonna have an extra 3 attacks. But I don't need 3, I just need 1.
I'm feeling a little...
Okay, so that's Sethos. Honestly, pretty annoying character to play. I would rather play literally anybody else than him. For Electro application, I would rather play like Yaimiko, Fisho, Kuki. For powerful normal attack buffing thing, I would prefer to just run Chlorend, in all honesty. I don't see what people are seeing in his skill or his burst, really. I do like the passive, as I have mentioned multiple times. I love the passive. I want to see more of the passive. I'm gonna make more of the passive. I'm gonna do stuff with the passive. Like the plunge thing I mentioned. But outside of that, I don't really see him. I don't really like him. Honestly, just change this to deal 0 light, electro damage instead of just an electro application, and he becomes a much more interesting character all of a sudden. But as is, he's just kind of annoying. But yeah, that's about it for today. Like if you liked it, comment if you have any questions, subscribe if you want to see more. Have a nice day, and I'll see you tomorrow.